What up, my dudes? Welcome to Creepy Nibs. I am Count Chuckula, and today I have another ink review. This is gonna be on this guy, PenBBS. Whoa, golly jeepers. Okay, that didn't happen. This guy, PenBBS number 130, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was the 32nd president of the United States, and you could Google him if you want. Yeah, this stuff is pretty nifty. Let's see if I can show you how it looks in the bottle. No, that's not really, but it's kind of opaque. It's nifty. I dig it. I dig it. It's fun. Here's the swatchy swatch. It's just a pretty straight up, like, pretty neutral looking gray. It's showing up a little bit, like a teensy bit cooler on camera. Maybe that's the light and I can do something about that. Is that better? No. Okay. We're just going to go back to that then. But yeah, it's great gray. It's gray and it's gray. And, so, pens I used for the paper tests are these guys. Platinum desk pen with an extra fine nib. There. Okay, there we go. Alright. In this funky little stand that I ordered from eBay. That can go over there. I don't need it. And the Enso XS Pocket Fountain Pen with new and improved O-rings that are definitely improved. Like, see if we can hear this. See hear that click? You put the cap on the end? That didn't happen with the old one. Yes. Oh, it's satisfying. I greatly enjoy that, and I have done things to the nib. You'll see that later. So, chromatography of this guy. This is the way you're supposed to do it, where you put the line of ink, instantly dunk it in the water, and then see what happens. Now, I marked where the water went up to, which is here. So this thing did not go very far at all whatsoever, and all it is gray. Like, that's the only color you see is gray. Gray, gray, and more gray. I feel bad because this lighting is probably showing this. Maybe that's better. Yeah, everything else looks a little bit more yellow. Why is white balance so, like, infuriatingly not my friend? And here it is where I let it dry for about half an hour and it did not move. It did not go any place whatsoever. Pretty sure the water went to about here. So that should be a healthy bit of foreshadowing for how this is going to perform. There is today's ink. Here is Colorverse Matter, which is another. This is probably my favorite gray out of all the ones that I've tried so far. The shading on this is utterly fantastic, in case you cannot tell by the swab. So there's that. Here is Diamine Silver Fox, which is definitely cooler and lighter. Here's Diamine Earl Grey, which is completely different. I just figured I'd show you because I know a lot of people have this ink. But they look like... It makes this look like a purple instead of a gray. In the writing, it looks a little bit more gray, but that swatch... This looks like a blue-black and not even a gray. So there's that. And here's Pilot Iroshizuku Kiri-same, which looks like a lavender next to this one. But this is also another favorite gray. It's very nice. I highly enjoy that. So there's that. Doot. Paper tests. Yeah. Good, bad, worse, better. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. Whatever, we're just going to roll with this and see what happens. Everything looks blue. Alright. So, here it is on this paper. see so far, I didn't have any problems whatsoever, except maybe the dry times in the Enso. Let's see. Can I show you the nib? Because the tipping looks kind of weird. I've never really seen anything like it. It looks like it's not on right. No, that's not really going to show up on camera, but the tines are aligned. I aligned them myself. But they don't look aligned from the bottom. You see, there's kind of like an angle. Anyway, that's not about this. I'm going to do a video on that pen eventually. But yeah, it's super wet, and dry times on this paper are kind of redonkulous, because it still smeared a little bit after 60 seconds. Swatch, you can see it has a really nice halo effect in the wetter nib. It's like it's outlined. And I did do the water test. I did do the water test. I put the drop of water, let it sit for 30 seconds, and blotted it up with a paper towel. I wonder if I will be able to find the paper towel that I used for this test. Probably not, but rest assured it is completely clean. So yeah, I think maybe, I'm not sure if this was darker to begin with, or it was lightened up by the water, but I don't think it was. Okay, here it is, Fabriano Eco Qua, which is 85 grams per square meter. This paper gives, like, texture to a lot of things. It's not like the ink, it's not feathering, I guess. It's just texture. It's kind of strange, and I don't know. I think I'd like it sometimes, but for like special reasons, like I want it to look kind of gritty. Dry times, again, obscenely long in the extra fine, and so XS, it's definitely not extra fine anymore. I didn't even I barely touched it with micro mesh, so I don't know how it got that big. Water test, again, did not move at all whatsoever. Rhodia dot pad paper, 80 grams per square meter. It seemed a little bit lighter in the, maybe? I don't know. I guess it's just the way this one does things. This is not quite as white as this paper is. But yeah, again, no problems. Dry times were way longer on this one, because I stopped counting after a minute, because I figure what's the point, really. Again, water test, nothing. Back, nothing. Back of the Fabriano, nothing. Back of the Clairefontaine, nothing at all whatsoever. Let's see what happens if I do that. Yeah. No ghosting either. You can just barely tell that there's something on the other side, but that's not problematic at all. Yeah. Alright. Tomoe River, 52 grams per square meter. I think it looks the best in this paper. As inks usually do. That's not really a surprise in any way. Oh, why won't you focus? Thank you. But yeah, look at that. The halo is, drastically... Oh man, that's just, that's gorgeous. I love it. This paper it's a dream to write on. Look at that just looks so cool. It looks so cool. Dry times, again, But in the extra fine, it dried as fast as it did on the Rhodia. And that's kind of shocking for this kind of paper. There's more of that halo effect in the swatch. And water test, again, did not move a single bit whatsoever. And this is Tomoe River paper. That's not usually the case. And you can tell there's something on the other side, but I wouldn't call that ghosting at all. HP 32 pound premium Laserjet paper. Kind of got a little feathery. It's not something I enjoy. It started to look woolly, I guess you could say, and I hate I hate it. I hate it so much when inks look woolly, because that's what happened when I tried my sample of Lexington Gray, which I don't have anymore because I ended up using it all up somehow. Probably Pilot Parallels. But, yeah, I was not into that. So, I guess if you want, like, a permanent gray ink, because I also attacked this with bleach on, this here watercolor paper swatch, and you can't tell where I put it. It looks exactly the same as it did when I put the bleach on. So there's that. Dry times improved by quite a long way. Took 4 seconds in the extra fine platinum, and then 35 in the Enso. Water test again did not move. Let's see. Yeah. And of course, nothing came through on the other side on this one. 20-pound copy paper. This is a Georgia Pacific brand. Definitely spread as expected, because this paper is not very nice. Looks woolly again. You can see some feathers there. And yeah, and it took an obscenely long time to dry. It only took 5 seconds in the platinum, and then more than a minute. It might have taken even 2, but I stopped counting. Water test, it looked extra woolly in this one. If anything's going to happen, it's going to be in this one. And the texture of the paper changed too. It feels kind of, yeah, a little bit grittier. I don't know if you could hear that. But yeah. And then this really awesome Staples filler paper. Again, there was some spread like there was on the other one. Sorry, hands are shaky. Caffeine is my drug of choice. But it did really feather. This paper is really good about not feathering. Especially in this, because, like, holy crap, this pen is wet. I don't even have words. But yeah. And I really like the way this looks in the extra fine. I haven't really given that enough love lately. But it's nice. It's not too light to read. But it definitely looks nicer in that broader nib. Dry times weren't super bad. 35 seconds in the Enso and 5 in the platinum. Water, I think it might have done a couple things, like maybe here and through the middle here, because I usually leave the tops of the letters untouched. So there's that. And finally, Maruman Mnemosyne. I made a mistake in my last ink review and said this was 70 grams per square meter, but I was just an idiot and I was looking at the amount of sheets in the notebook. So this is 80 grams per square meter. And there it is. You get some really, really nice shading in the lighter nib when you are doing printing. See that? That's really nice. I love shading in inks. It's very nice. I don't like shading in my black inks. I like shading in my gray inks, though. Is that better? Ooh, okay. And this ink isn't like super duper saturated. You can still see the lines of the quadrilateral paper through the lines, but I don't think it's bothersome at all. Because it means gray lines and gray ink, so. Yeah. So performance on all the papers was pretty good, with the exception of dry times. I didn't do this water test. You could see my fingerprint there because my hands are greasy. Well, they were greasy when I did this test. So yeah, there's that. I neglected to show you the backs of these two papers. Staples paper is like super duper thin, so that's expected to see it a little bit through the back. And this, I don't know if I'd really call it ghosting or show through. This I would. But yeah, it didn't bleed through at all anywhere. So that's good. So I figured that since this ink is like crazy waterproof and like permanent and stuff, I'm gonna do the water test with a water brush, because why not? It can handle it. So let's do the drip there, move it around. I mean, I will admit this words. I can English, I pinky promise. Ooh, I'm starting to like rip up the paper. But this has been sitting for about 9 hours or so. So apologies for that. There is a little bit of ink on the water brush. You can't see it, but where I like wiped it off on a rag, you could tell. But yeah, I kind of annihilated the paper a little bit there. Let's find a paper towel. Oh, I think this is the one I used for the other water test. It's clean. It's totally clean. Zoom out, please. But yeah, there's not a drop of that ink anywhere on this here paper towel. Blot, 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 blot. Let's rub it, because I'm a savage. Yeah, you have to take off the top layer of the paper in order to get this ink to move. Just an FYI. I don't need to zoom in that far. Okay. So yeah, I jacked up the paper, and only that made the ink move. It is noticeably thinner in this part. See, can you see? Yeah, there's this part you can see through. And the rest of it, it's a little bit not as difficult. Very easy to see through. But yeah, there's that. Nothing came through anywhere. You could tell there's something on the other side, but it's not intrusive. So there's that. This is one, speaking of water, that I let sit in a bucket. Well, not a bucket, like a Tupperware thing of water overnight, and took it out and let it dry. And this is what happened. Absolutely nothing. It's kind of fantastic. So, if you are looking for a gray that has damn good water resistance and isn't too dark and isn't super woolly and has really good performance on good papers, this is your dude. Good old FDR. So I hope this wasn't too long-winded and annoying to listen to and watch and stuff. And I will see you soon, because I'm getting a new pen soon. Alrighty. Bye. Punch every Nazi.